You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Today I'm going to be breaking down the trade that made me $968 with Finotive funding. I'm also going to be showing withdrawal proofs, so you know I'm being transparent with y'all. So without wasting any more time, let's get into this video. So today I'm going to be doing the trade breakdown that made me the $968 with the withdrawal proof from Finotive funding. So before we even get started, I want to be very transparent and say that this $968, I only got 25% of the profits from Finotive funding, and the reason because this is because of my last account. If you don't know, Finotive funding has this feature of account reset. So basically, if you're in drawdown, you have one try if you meet the requirements to reset your account balance back to the original balance. In return, your profit split basically gets reduced to 25%, and they basically take the 75% to pay back the losses. And until the losses are paid back, your profit split gets reverted back to the normal profit split. So I didn't know that this also applies to new accounts because this account I had just bought. So technically the amount I spent on this account, I'm not in profit, basically because I spent around $900 for this account, and so far I have 2 payouts on this account. The one we're going over, the total payout I got was $242, just to be very transparent with that. Once I get a couple more withdrawals, I believe it's 3 or 4, my profit split will come back to normal and all that.
It's so hard to find a prop firm that has easy requirements that pays you salary. Wait, what's this? Pass your 2-step Finotive Pro challenge and earn 1% of your capital monthly. The targets are 7.5% and 5%. This is great. I can use the code KING5 in King's description for 5% off and an extra 5% share before I purchase.
So I'm already in bar replay on this trade. It was for USD CHF, and what I noticed is we're gonna start off with the higher time frames. So if you notice for USD CHF, it's clear as day that we're in a downtrend. And if you notice how I use structure, we have, let's start from right here. I always look left to right. So price broke down right here, it broke up, reshifted down once, twice, showing us that it's in a bearish trend. I also wanted to confirm that on the 4-hour, and as you can see, it's moving nicely. As it broke down, it broke up and reshifted downwards again. When price does something like that, that's a very strong sign it is bearish. When it breaks up and it's already in a downtrend, a lot of people think when price breaks up, it immediately means buys, which is not really the case in certain scenarios. So price breaks down again, breaks down, and continues the bearish trend. At that point, I'm looking at the 1-hour time frame to look for potential, like, to see if the trend matches with the overall. So I want all time frames to be matching. If there's a time frame like my time frame of entry or the 1-hour that is going against the overall trend, I'm just gonna stay away from the market and find something else that's clean. So as I'm on the 1-hour right here, as you can see, we have this supply zone right here, which I'm not waiting for it to get back into the zone because price does not need to get back into zones. And the way how I enter is I enter with the momentum of price. So my time frame of entry is the 15-minute. Sometimes I will use the 1-hour, but I will also be confirming with like a 4-hour to see if it's valid. But what I noticed on the 15-minute time frame is, yeah, price was breaking up once, twice, 3 times, but the way how the EMAs were sloping downwards was showing us that we're still in the bearish trend. And usually this was like, I wouldn't say this was an A+ setup. I would call this a B+ setup. This was like one of my only times taking a setup like this, just because of the fact that the EMAs were sloping downwards. But usually since prices break upwards, you could wait for price to reshift bearish. And what I mean by reshifting bearish, it would mean not one break but two breaks onto the downside, because it can easily do one break and then continue to the top side. But because of how the EMAs were moving, it was moving sideways, all that good stuff, it was showing me a potential to go short. So as I saw that, I saw my entry confirmation. You know, I talked about it in my last video. We had an impulsive move downwards, the correction move, and then I set a sell limit just below here. Stop loss was above the high. As you know, I have a break-even rule of 1 to 1.5, which was right here. Just simple rules. And then main target is a 1 to 3. And if we play this forward, price went in my direction. Price is freezing. Price went in my direction, hit the target, and then I immediately requested a withdrawal. So the thing with Finotive funding is you can request for your first trade or your first profit, you can request the withdrawal on demand. After that, it's every 7 days. If you also, I'm gonna show the proof as well. So this is the email that I did get paid. So if you don't know, Finotive Funded has their own payment system, since Deal doesn't really work with PropFirms anymore. They have something called Finotive Pay, and then you just request your own withdrawal through that. It can be through crypto, through Wise. So I believe I requested this one through crypto because my Wise account at the time had got shut down because, you know, apparently you can't like trade. They don't want traders on it for some reason, but I got around that. So currently I have my Wise account again, but I had to wait so long for that, so I was doing through crypto. This is the withdrawal certificate. Yes, I was really surprised because at first I did think I was gonna get my original profit, which was gonna be like around a bit over $600, because when you first clicked withdrawal, it says 65%. Because that was my profit split. It's an instant funded account, so I was immediately I thought I was gonna get that, but once it was approved, the numbers had changed, which I was really surprised about, and then I got an email on why, so that's how I know and everything. So I'm gonna keep doing that. If y'all want more payout videos, I can post more. Like the video if you want another payout video, because I do have a couple other payouts that I didn't go over as well. So if you like seeing these trade breakdowns plus the withdrawal proofs, go ahead and watch this video right here. It's another one of me withdrawing plus showing you the payout proof.